What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the
fuck? What's up? It's your boy Kevin to the on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are Liltay. Liltay team, man, turn. Take this motherfucker day. Show hood outside. Big crip in the gang. Show hood outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, always fight back. Never let somebody tell you you are, but also never put yourself in a position you belong. Let's stay humble, let's get on the revolution, on the movement. Keep Yahweh first. Coming to the Black Hebrew Israelite as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Boom. Take this motherfucking day. Show hood outside. Big crip in the gang. Show hood outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, always fight back. Never let somebody tell you you are, but also never put yourself in a position you don't belong. Let's stay humble. Let's get on the revolution, on this movement. Keep Yahweh first. Coming to the Black Hebrew Israelite. You dig? Let's get into this bitch. Alright. Boom. Today, the motherfucking day. Show hood outside. Big crip in the gang. Show hood outside shit, man. Turn up. Gang. We got the streamer universe. You know what I'm saying? As y'all all seen, the streamer universe is getting lit. You know what I'm saying? I knew the potential of streaming. You know what I'm saying? But in this video, man, we got Plaqboy Max. He's a newer streamer that I watched some of his videos because y'all see me react to him, but like, I didn't know him, like, let's say about 2 years before, or a year. I already didn't know Plaqboy Max, but now it's weird. Everybody is weird. But this is all the time Plaqboy Max done got disrespected recently on YouTube, which we already watched the ones before, but this is recently. So let's get into it, and yeah. Hey, shout out to Dominic Kowalski, the many more victims of Plaqboy Max. You know they've been disrespecting the fuck out of Plaqboy Max, bro. Shout out to this dude, cause this video just came out, bro. This is gonna be a good video.
Whoa. You're telling the slave, hey, those slaves are escaping. You're selling me out to the white man.
Why are you going that hard to bring me down when I didn't even really do nothing to tarnish your name? You saying wow to this kid?
Plaqboy Max, I dead eyes never heard of you.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Around a year ago, I posted the
Hey man, turn up.
where I covered his beefs with the likes of Jace, DDG, Laserdym, and Bruce Drop-Em-Off. However, since then, Max has probably doubled or even tripled in size, unfortunately leading to more drama and altercation. So, let's delve into the more victims of Plaqboy Max. Dave Bluntz is a 23-year-old artist who gained popularity in 2024 for performing with an oxygen tank whilst in a wheelchair. He blew up very fast, with him quickly landing collaborations with Ye and even performing at Juice WRLD Day. Whether people actually liked his music or just saw him as a meme, it wasn't clear,
He did get a lot of
people
collabs.
seemed to love him, which is when Max decided to bring him on stream in the August of 2024. Not only to sit and talk with him, but also to record music. Overall, it was a pretty good stream. They reacted to songs, conversed about gooning, made music, and Dave even performed it live on stream.
And you know the other day, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like I go in 7 times in like 3 hours. God damn.
With Max offering to do a follow-up stream where he takes Dave Bluntz to the gym. Ultimately, it seemed like they had no problems with each other. But then weirdly, 5 months later, in the January of 2025, on stream with Neon, Dave would state that he doesn't know why Max doesn't like him. whilst also revealing he invited him to be a judge on a cooking show and also to dress up as Santa Claus for a different stream, which he didn't take too kindly to.
Bro, like, I don't know why he does not like
I hear you trying to be Santa Claus is fucked up.
He just be inviting me back to, like, do streams. Weird.
Like what?
Like, he was like, hey, bro, do you want to be a judge on the cooking show? I'm like, bro, why the f*** would I want to be the judge? You invited me because I'm big? Like, I'm an artist. You know, I make music. Why are you inviting me to do a cooking show? And then after that, he invited me to be the phase Santa Claus.
Oh.
What the f*** would I want to be Santa Claus? You know what I'm saying? It's like...
Now, honestly, I kind of see what Dave is saying here.
Yes,
he probably was invited onto these later streams because of his size and his liking of food. But it seems like he doesn't want people to see him as this meme or just as this dude.
Well, I mean, once you that damn
he wants
big,
people
bro, you
to
gonna
take
be a
him
meme.
seriously and like him for his music, not because he's dressed up as Santa Claus on a Twitch stream.
Like my
However,
7
the
pound,
issue
100
there
likes,
is, why make a big part of your personality being big? I mean, his most viral song is literally about him not being able to put down the cup, and all the promos surrounding him is his problems with health. Max already had you on stream before where you did music related stuff, so is it now bad that he wants you on to do something different? Now, I don't think Dave's opinion of this is wrong, I just think he went about it the wrong way. He didn't have to come across in a way where he was being quite rude. He could have just
But
said,
Plaqboy Max know what he be doing, though. He be embarrassing
because
niggas, like,
I didn't like the ideas he was presenting, and I want to stick to doing music related stuff. Because so far, I've only played you what Dave said on the on-stream, because he would also rant on Max on a TikTok live.
He's just invited me to do, like, weird, like, not weird, but, like, shit that's, like, humiliating after that. Like, he tried to invite me to do, like, hey, man, you want to do this phase?
He in the hospital right now.
Cooking show. Why the f*** would I want to
man.
be a judge on a cooking show? Just because I'm big? Like, bro, you about to come there and, like, have me on some humiliation?
Bluntz.
Like, I'm an artist. The f*** you invited me to do a cooking show. And then after that, and be the phase house Santa Claus?
That's
Nigga,
tough.
Like, what the f***? I'm an artist. No, I'm not Santa Claus. Do I look like Tim Allen to you? I don't have any problem with Plaqboy Max. It just seemed like he don't really like me, or he wants to invite me to do some clown shit, and I'm not with all that.
And of course, Max would see all of this and respond on stream.
Mind you, bro, I have literally multiple counts of times had niggas do shit on my stream or come on stream that wasn't related to what they mainly do. For example, Dave Blunt, when you asked me, can I pull up to your 100-day party? You wasn't performing. Are you at the party? Same logic. Same logic. Now look, yes, you are a bigger guy. You be promoting and
that's fucked up. You doing that on purpose.
Your weight, 100% you do, which is fine. That's your marketing scheme. But don't act like I'm some wild horse asking you to be a cooking judge. But regardless, if you took it as disrespect, I apologize. Because
yeah, nigga, try to nigga Santa Claus.
that would be humiliating. I understand.
Nigga, how you like the niggas that talk about
So
your
as Max
bullshit
said,
all the
he
time?
even allowed Dave to pull up to his 100-day stream, which is of course not music related, just like the cooking judge and Santa Claus ideas. And I mean, Max even said he apologizes if Dave took offense to his suggestions, but it seemed like he didn't care and would continue dragging the situation. As just a couple days later, he would preview
But
a
I mean,
snippet
you that
which
damn
had
big,
some
man, you gotta
questionable
expect some
lyrics.
shit.
Plaqboy Max invited me to play some Diddy games. Now, fans weren't really sure what he was referring to. Was this some new content ideas Max tried to get Dave to do?
And Plaqboy Max was talking about he was gotta get some Diddy shit happen to him.
Is he wrong though? Not really. I asked him to come be Santa. I mean, Lacey was for sure gonna sit on his lap. That probably qualified.
God, grown ass nigga from his
It's not
lap.
really a diss. This more like narration. You feel me? Why did I do this? I mean, yeah, like nigga did the 10,000, 100,000 calorie challenge with Woo Wop. You feel me? Yo, like what the fuck, bro? Like yo, you can't do some shit like that and then be like, nah, this not the table though. Sorry, bro. You feel me? Sorry that I invited you to be Santa gang. You know?
So it seems like Dave was just in fact referencing the cooking show and Santa Claus ideas, with it now just seeming like he's dragging the situation and trying to clout chase. Which, I mean, promo-wise, is a good idea, I guess,
It is,
but
they both
overall
get clout.
makes him look desperate for clout. And as Max said towards the clip, if Dave is okay with doing 10,000 calorie challenges with other content creators, why is it so bad when Max invited him to do food related stuff? Seems slightly hypocritical, but the situation going quite viral now, it would only continue getting brought up, with Dave once again standing his ground and saying he doesn't want to do Diddy stuff with Max.
He had asked me to be like a judge of a cooking show, and then he asked me to be Santa, and then I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be phased out Santa Claus.
Why do you like Chino girlfriend?
And then he went on his stream
like
and he said some wild shit. Said some wild shit. It was like, yeah, FaZe members came to me and said they wanted a black Santa so they can do all types of Diddy frat boy on. Who? Me? Nah.
So here, Dave was actually referencing to when Max said, like, Lacey wants to sit on his lap if he came as Santa Claus, which I guess can be seen as weird.
Ain't no grown ass nigga finna sit on my lap.
It's not that serious, especially with him then talking about how he would have smacked them if they tried to do something weird if he pulled up. Like, I don't know, man, just relax. You make these jolly songs about not being able to put down the cup and that Can likes ladyboys.
That cup
now
is
he's trying to act hard.
that drink,
it's like he wants to be seen as this meme and funny dude, but then for some reason is very angry at Max and upset with him at the entire Santa Claus idea. And another issue Dave had with this was the fact that the FaZe boys asked Max to ask Dave to be Santa Claus, with Dave presuming they didn't ask him himself because they are white and it wouldn't come across the right way.
But it's like, bro, you knew what they were trying to do, and you invited me knowing that they were gonna do that.
Yep.
You're black. I'm black.
Yeah.
Why would you invite me there to do that shit?
They
This
don't
is
give a fuck.
deeper
They
than
want that
just
money
like
on.
on some other shit, bro. This is like some black shit, bro. This is literally like
They're trying to put Plaqboy Mac in a
those slaves
diaper.
are escaping. You know what I'm saying? You're selling me out to the white man. You're using you as a pawn. You don't understand. They used you to ask me, because they didn't ask me themselves. They used you. Why? Because you're black. Because I'm black.
No, I don't think that's why Max asked him instead of the other FaZe guys, because they're both black. I think it's simply because Max already knows him.
But the half of the whole FaZe clan is white people.
Has his contacts, so it's just easier. So overall, it seemed like Dave didn't like the original ideas of a cooking stream and acting as Santa Claus, with him then becoming even more upset after Max said he wants the FaZe boys to sit on his lap, which Dave wasn't a fan of, especially with him being a big user of the F-slur, with really Dave ending off the situation saying, yeah, I'm still upset about what happened and I'll be upset about it however long I want to be.
People in the comments, oh, get over it, it's not that big of a deal. Like, Nick, how are you?
Oh, this just happened. This is an interview
about something that was done to me. I'll get over that whenever I feel like it, and I'm gonna say it until
this interview came out like 2-3 days ago.
Because it happened to me. So you can say, get over it, it's not that big of a deal, you're dragging it,
Hell no, because this nigga trying to take your shit.
So it seems like Dave felt disrespected by Max. However, is happy to resolve things if he comes and apologizes to him. I mean, Max did admit before on a stream that the Santa Claus idea was a bit crazy, so I guess he did own up to what he said, but I guess that wasn't enough to make Dave Bluntz happy. Overall, I guess we can see why Dave was so upset, but I also don't think it's that serious, especially when the entire reason he blew up in the first place is because he is a meme and gimmick. Tay2Smooth is a streamer and content creator who many of you are probably familiar with, as he has appeared in Max's streams often. However, not only did he completely snake Max, he also has a very absurd digital footprint. So the first we got of Tay being quite an odd individual was a couple years back, before he was affiliated with Max's community 5-star, and was instead part of streamers I'm Dante and Your Rage communities. Now, another person who was a part of these communities was this girl called Mari. Now, at this point in time, Mari was just an up-and-coming streamer and also a moderator for these other bigger streamers. Now, for some reason, it seemed like Tay developed some sort of e-crush over her, which eventually led to a weird obsession. He would make multiple SoundCloud love songs about her.
This dude, Tay2Smooth, right, made a song for Mari, said, I made a song for I'm Dante's daughter, Mari. First of all, like, Why would you, how in any way do you think this is cool to say? And this is just weird to me, bro. Like, it's just still weird to me. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I then see this. It says, Mari loves me.
Damn.
Okay, this is OD. This is weird, bro.
Is that his
And
girlfriend?
eventually, well, after she rejected him, he would proceed to make a video on his YouTube channel giving reasons why she should be banned. And not only that, after being dubbed by her, he would also make a diss track on her, and also make a video about how her boyfriend is a groomer. Of course, quite odd behavior. Well, after being exiled by Your Rage and his community, he would disappear for a year or so, and out of nowhere,
For the ones who get it done, the most important part
disappear for a
Alright,
year
then we know
or
we
so,
can't get this shit
and out of nowhere would
straightened out.
start appearing on Max's streams.
Y'all know we trying to
See,
have
you're a
this shit
community
ready.
prostitute now.
I just felt like I wasn't really appreciated,
Hey, bro,
type
your
shit,
rage?
bro. So I went where I was accepted, you know. But I still,
That's a fact sometimes,
You know
bitch.
what I'm saying? I mean, I'm still a part of Five Star, bro. We really gonna watch you, but you know, I just wanted to.
Bro, he couldn't take the YRG heat, so he had to run over to the next dick. You know what I'm saying? He get accepted somewhere. It's alright, bro. I was even talking about, I thought it was mafia or some shit. I don't even know where that. Yeah, he on everybody. He a prostitute for like 3 years. I don't know. Tay, he's either go-to fat, going to the fat on the stream or something, like, or what?
Where again he would have some weird involvement with a girl, this time streamer Carney Rose. Now this situation will be slightly different, as this time Tay would actually be participating in a challenge where he had to make a love song on Carney, which he in fact did. Now look, even though it was an odd challenge, at the end of the day it wasn't anything serious or weird like the stuff he was doing with Mari, because he had to make a song for a challenge which I'm presuming had some sort of prize that was a decent amount of money. But then, out of nowhere, Tay decided to upload a video titled Why Females Can't Succeed in the W/L Community, where he basically said that these quote-unquote female streamers do nothing on their streams apart from sit and look pretty, hoping lonely men will watch and give them money.
Majority of these female streamers just sit on their ass and not
That's
do
a fact.
Like, honestly, like, it's just hard to watch, you know what I'm saying? And what's even harder to watch is the dudes in their chat thinking that they gonna just by sitting in their chat and chatting to them.
And after dissing Carney in this video, she reacted to it, presumably not having nice things to say towards
She got
Tay,
man looking
which
frame.
led to them a short time later hopping in a Discord call to sort things out, where Tay kind of crashed out.
And you can sit there with that stupid ass laugh, but if you heard how niggas talk about you behind the scenes, you would really shut the fuck up. That fat ass nose, them ugly ass lips, everybody know you insecure about your face, dirty ass. Like, who the fuck you think you talking to? You can feel me? So it's like, this where it's like, come on, bro. Come on.
I mean, personally to me, this behavior
Hey,
seems
hold
a
on
bit
back.
out of order. Like, sure, this is his character he plays on stream, he's doing this to get clips, and Carney was making fun of him back, so it's kind of a fair fight, but I don't know, it's just really weird. Like, sure, this other dudes, but speaking like this to a girl is slightly odd. And what makes this worse is that this is, of course, his second time now acting weird towards girls. Making love songs, YouTube videos,
Yeah,
and
kinda
diss
is.
tracks
Love
on
song kinda
Mari,
weird for the hoes.
making videos about how female
Depends if that's not
streamers
your hoe.
don't do anything, and then lashing out on Carney. It seemed like Tay had a weird pattern of behavior towards girl content creators. Now, even though it seemed like everyone saw him as this weirdo, Max would continue to keep Tay around and even start doing IRL content with him, where he would continue showing off his weird behavior, especially around females. Just look at this clip of Tay grabbing Max to pretend he's tough to impress the hoods.
Hold on, wait a minute. You know we big enough to really do something. No, not that ass. Whoa. See this? No Julian. See this? Yeah, nigga stepping on her shit. Hey, you trying to stall, man. Hold on, I got some. You want me to do something?
Damn, they got pressed.
Setting up your boy for validation from girls is crazy, especially with how Max has treated Tay. He's flown him out countless of times,
that's
let him
tough.
participate in the 5-star
Can't stop
house,
for the
stay
hugs
in the
is
face
insane.
crib, bet $13,000 on his boxing match, which he lost, and just overall gave him opportunities he didn't really deserve at all. And eventually, it would come back to bite Max. For the past 2 years or so, there has been these 2 accounts making posts in the 5-star Twitter community, saying things such as, Gauze doesn't even stream, and I'm guessing you're one of Wayne's 5 viewers, poking fun at Max's friends Gauze and Wayne. I'ma just keep it a buck. Max L. Man's in this situation. Bro trying so hard to cover up the fact he's a promiscuous womanizer when we clearly know he is. Max should give Tay the 5k, get this to where Max sees it. Fella had a concussion and effed up his leg, all for bro. Now at first you might think these tweets are coming from some sort of fan, but actually Tay would be exposed as the owner of 2 burner accounts that were talking down on Max and his friends.
Gauze doesn't even stream, and I'm guessing you're one of Wayne's 5 viewers. It's like, why would you tweet this about your bro? I'ma just keep it a buck. Max and L Man's in this situation, bro, trying so hard to cover up the fact
how hard it is to really be a
womanizer.
fan account these days. They'll clip your ass immediately.
Mind you, he's saying this while I pay for his flight. I already living in the crib. I got this. Bro, what's the point of this? So you telling me you talking shit in my house about me, calling me a promiscuous womanizer, and then you gonna go on TikTok saying you don't got a song with Plaqboy Max though? Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been knew you was like a quote unquote. Right, bro. I've been knew whatever I going on. But regardless, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look past it as the bro. But you a snake too? Yo, this is dead. This count. Max should give Tay the 5K to get this to where Max sees it. Had a concussion and his leg up off, bro. Yo, this is crazy to look at. Tay deserves to get paid.
As on this same Twitter account, Tay would post a screenshot of someone's following search on Instagram, but he made one mistake. He took the screenshot on his own Instagram account, as not only does his account pop up first without even searching a name, but next to his name there is no follow or following button.
If this was not Tay's IG account, it would say follow or following right here or follow back. If this was not Tay's IG account, his shit would not pop up first without having to search his name. Cause here's the thing, when you backdoor, you gonna get caught if you a dumb nigga. Tay, you're a dumb nigga. You're a dumb nigga. You should have knew this was coming.
And not only that, one of the accounts posted a screen recording of a TikTok live where it showed a join message, in which Tay Too Smooth's name popped up first, as it shows your join message first if you scroll up in the chat.
And then people pop up, and his say Tay Too Smooth join. Wow.
And there was more evidence. Not only did the 2 Twitter accounts use the same phone numbers,
but the profile
picture on one of the accounts was an image ripped straight from Pinterest. So yeah, the evidence was pretty damning. Making fun of his friends for having no viewers, calling Max a promiscuous womanizer, and saying Max should give him money on his burner account. It's a bit crazy, because Max let Tay basically have a career when he was blackballed from other streamer communities, just for him to tweet behind Max's back while sleeping on his couch.
That's how it be.
There'll be even more tweets. The majority of them were just kind of him hyping himself up and really trying to create good PR around his name. But then like this one where he's saying Max needs to switch up his streams. Like, bro, you're literally friends with this guy, just tell him that to his face. Don't go tweeting behind his back on a burner account.
With Max so heavy, I'll just say this. It's time to go back to the basics. The segment where he used to be in calls with Batty Hub used to be so entertaining. He barely does drag. Never does song wars with his boys. Just tell me this. Yo, this is weird as fuck. Like, why don't you just
like a stalker fangirl?
Why are you tweeting it in the comments? This is so weird, bro.
And as usual with Tay, he would only continue to make things worse for himself, as after he was confronted by Max, he would get in a call with him and his friends, where he would try to deny the fact he was behind these accounts.
You're going explain why not.
I ain't do it. I don't know how. I ain't do it though. I don't know. Just cook me.
So instead of apologizing, you just gonna come in here lying? Like, at least apologize. How you talk shit about me when I flew you out here? You know how much money I've given you? You know how much money you've lost?
Damn.
I'm not lying. Alright, my fault, bro.
So then why did that shit say...
Hold on. We gotta talk about it some other time. Low key, bro. Hold on.
There's no other time.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you in 15.
I'm good, gang. It's cool. Alright, bro.
Well, eventually, Max and Tay would get in a call again. this time admitting to what he said and using the excuse of he's the punching bag of the group, so no one would ever take him or what he said seriously.
Sometimes it
so
does
he
be like
used these
that.
Twitter accounts to help his PR and voice his opinion on everything related to Max's community, which I guess is true. He is the punching bag.
Yeah.
However, it can be argued that he put himself in these positions. But again, I don't know, man. I don't think there's a valid excuse for talking down on your friends on an old Twitter account,
really
calling
not, because at the end of the day,
him a
if you're not
promiscuous
trying to help the
womanizer.
game,
Like, I don't even know why he would say that.
Yeah,
If
better.
he thought Max was acting weird towards some girls, he could have just messaged him saying, yo, bro, that was low-key weird. Maybe don't do that next time. Now, honestly, in this call they were in, nothing would really be resolved,
I thought
as for
someone
some
died.
reason, Tay really just kept
After the
making
shit.
it worse for himself. As this dude said in the comments, Tay kept choosing the worst dialogue options possible. Yeah, it's like no matter what Max said, in his own mind, Tay thought he was always right and had the perfect excuse for his actions.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest, gang. Like, once again, bro, obviously it's a cutoff just because if you do this once, you would do it again.
Bro, I'm not worried
That's
about
a
the
fact,
cutoffs, bro.
but at the
It's
same
good,
time,
bro.
shit.
It's low key a blessing in disguise because it's like
Anybody
it's
can do
like
it.
I'm free from like all the toxicity.
But he
and,
kept on
from
doing
the
it.
calm, bro. Just posting clips every time I look up after a stream. It's a clip of me.
That's a
getting
whole ass
fucked
shit
up. I
though.
start
Making a
committing
fake
and shit.
profile account
And
just
even
to
when
say
they
some
got off the
bullshit.
call, Tay
Niggas
on
do
his
that all the
stream
damn
said
time,
in
though.
regards to Max, that business is going to catch up to him.
If I
And
crash
that
out
he
and burn,
messes
bitch, where you
with
gonna be
Max
at?
enough
With
to
your shit. Why you
quote-unquote
dogging my
not
shit out?
expose him.
So I
What's
see
up,
it.
bro?
You could expose me.
I didn't say I could expose you. I said I would never say anything crazy because you were talking about how I know this and I know that. But I would never say
is
anything
that? What is
crazy
that?
about
That sound cap as
Goes
hell.
around, comes around. You feel me? That business is gonna catch up to him.
What?
And
See?
this is gonna see for who they really are. Poor bro
They
knows
crown
to
nigga
never,
downfall,
like, expose
nigga.
what his real,
Why they
like,
keep
you
that
feel me?
shit going?
His real shit. I would never expose his real shit.
Bro, you just said all of that.
Okay? You just asked me what I mean by that, though.
No, yeah, so I'm asking.
So you're just gonna believe a clip, but can you go back to the beginning of my stream when I said? See, now laughing in my face. It's all good, bro.
You just said that. Like, Tay, you just said that. Like, I just watched.
Why are you trying to? Why are
said
you trying to make it seem like
you didn't?
what did I
Are you
not
trying to
say?
say the clip's AI?
Now, even though the majority of people were clowning Tay for being a weirdo and a loser, there were also many people that were just confused by this weird behavior because it seemed so off. People love to throw the term narcissist around a lot, but he genuinely might be one. Thinks extremely highly of himself, grandiose sense of self-importance, gaslights others, lack of empathy, insecure, envious of more successful peers, projects negativity, shifts blame, takes no accountability, chronically lies, all of these seen in just one video. Actually insane and good thing Max had decided to cut him off. Tay was dead moving like one of them psychopaths. Overall, I just think Tay was not only jealous as he was around so many
like
successful
one of them
streamers and content creators whilst not having much
serial
traction
killers
around
who
his
be
name,
watching their people
but he
until
was
they kill
also tired of constantly being clowned and used as the punching
Fatal
bag. Now,
attraction
this
shit.
does not excuse his behavior, as he could have used all this negativity and played it off as a joke, sort of like how Dabo does it. He goes along with all the jokes people make about him and kind of uses it to build his career. But it seems like Tay didn't, and it really started getting to him, which led to him snaking his own friends. I mean, the warning signs were there from early on, and I mean even more recently. All his content was to do with women. Every single one of his Twitch streams is him going into other girls' chats and trying to raise them up. And if he failed, well, he would start crashing out on them.
Knocking gotta be the
I
method.
do not want to stream with you.
Okay.
I don't want to stream with you. I'm watching this show.
Okay.
I don't want to stream with you. I don't want to stream with you. I don't want to
Okay.
stream with you. I don't want to stream with you.
Okay.
Let me make that very clear. I just want to watch my
Alright.
show and eat my food and be left alone.
And that's why you'll never be great. And that's why you'll never be great.
Alone.
Let me check those follows real quick. Yeah, 5.1.
And actually, since we're on the topic of Tay with females, on those burner Twitter accounts, he would continue tweeting about Mari years after she originally rejected him, showing us he never really changed as a person. He would post this clip of himself reacting to Mari walking off stage from the Streamer Awards, reacting to her, how do I say this? Backside jiggling. He would even reply to one of her tweets with that same reaction, saying, "Give Tay a chance." her own stream, whilst thanking his chat for the subs by playing boom sound effects.
Like,
Burgers in the mouth. Yo, appreciate you for the sub.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is happening, but chat. This is a cycle. This is a cycle. I was part of this. I was part of this already, bro.
Thanks for the subs.
What?
No, he's
Oh man. Oh man. Chat.
Yo, sorry.
You need to tell me if I do some.
No, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny.
I mean, yeah, this situation is just sad. Max became really close friends with someone who ended up snaking him while sleeping on his sofa. And, you know, there were warning signs and people tried to say Tay was weird, but, you know, he was Max's friend. And he probably thought he can help him out and, you know, try and make him a better person. But it just didn't end up working out in the end.
Hey, fuck the bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm like, this just like, I just don't get it. And you feel me, texting me, you know, I'm not gonna say what bro say out of privacy for this shit, but he's cooked. Those was his burners. He explained to me why, you know, he chopped it up, but it's like, gang, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's crazy. Watch Who's Your Bro.
Academics has been on Plaqboy Max's streams multiple times, mostly being a judge for his Song War series. However, one day, Academics would get in a call with this kid named Noor GXD. Noor is a Palestinian refugee who at this point in time was 15 years old. He has been a long-time member of Max's community 5-star, with him not only moderating his chat, but also appearing on stream countless of times, overall becoming quite a popular side character, even grabbing the attention of Twitter. Anyway, so as I said, in January of 2025, Noor would be in a call with Academics and Tory Lanez's manager/assistant, I'm not sure, but his name is written by Ray. Now, the way these three came together is this Ray guy has his own Discord server and is well associated with all these streamers. So, long story short, Noor would ask them if he can join to play Fortnite and stream it live, to which they said yes. And remember what I just said, he told them beforehand he was live. Firstly, Ray would ask Noor what's his address so he can send over some female dancers.
Yo, Noor, what's your address? I'm gonna send some strippers over there.
Slow down, yo. I'm 15. I hope you know that, bro. You trying to get...
You scared of women, bro.
I'm not scared of women. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
So?
What you mean, so? That's weird.
Trying to look out.
Now, Noor responded to this by saying, "Ayo, I'm 15, obviously alerting them to his age, as Academics and Tory's manager are fully grown men over 30. Which, of course, at first, this could have been played off as, oh damn, I didn't know he was so young. But it seemed like this wasn't the case, and these fully grown men didn't care, as they only continued to make it worse, as then they would bring up his V card.
You know all the rappers lost their virginity to like old women, right?
Wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you can step?
Yo, bro.
Boy, they was trying. They should have left this alone.
So there's not another 15-year-old you can step?
You go to school?
And somehow it would only get more disgusting, as these fully grown men would then start asking Noor if they would allow Max to him.
If Max said he wanted to try, dude, would you let him you?
No.
The fuck?
Why not?
Yo, you can have. Wait.
If I can't, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be in pause.
That's some wild ass shit.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah, you just suck it though. Yeah.
Then they would start asking if he would do Max's sister, where again Noor would alert them of his age, which didn't faze them at all.
Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash?
He already has a sister.
Alright, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
What I mean?
She's above 18.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be...
But they tripping.
It'll be what?
That has nothing to do with you.
Now, all these clips would of course begin surfacing on Twitter, going extremely viral. Not for good reasons, as people were very concerned that academics and Ray, two fully grown men, were talking to a 15-year-old like this, especially with them knowing he was streaming it live, leading basically to the entire internet calling them out and saying how disgusting they are.
Like, what the fuck? I don't even know what to say. This is crazy. Again, this kid is less than half than academics' age, and he's got more
like,
sense
you gotta
than
read
academics
the
does.
room.
I'm sorry. Like, what's the joke here? What's the joke?
What is happening? Did you know this was live or something? Even still, like,
That's what I'm saying. You gotta read the fucking room.
Bro, why we talking about Max? How do you even say this live? How? Like, how do you
like,
even say
nigga,
this?
they looking for black men to take down.
You doing it off stream? I mean, you doing it live too? How? Like, how you even say crazy like this?
Like,
Some wild ass
I
shit.
know trolling and playing around, but it's like some not even funny though. It's just like, but this shit this is not even like, that's just weird. It's just weird, bro.
Now, with the whole situation being between academics and Noor, and with Noor being largely affiliated with Max's community, Max would of course address this situation live on stream.
It's bad work, nasty work, and today's a great stream, and I'm not bringing it down with this weird energy. This very weird. I talked to Noor. Noor is good to make sure Bo was good. I'm not gonna go through this. But once again, I didn't want to hide it in the comm either. I didn't want to hide it in the comm because it looks like I'm hiding it when I'm not trying to hide it. It's not something to give light to. You get what I'm saying? Joking around in the court, but it's weird. It's weird. And I don't fuck with it. And I would appreciate it if you don't do that type of shit with my little bro. You know what I'm saying? He not my little bro, but you feel me? Like, that's not cool. That's not cool. And kids, if you ever in like discords, you feel me, where it's like joking around with you, you get what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you separate yourself from those situations. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of missing context, but like, bro, I don't want to go through it because it's like my sister coming up, weird, like no bull. What I mean by when be joking in their heads to act, and whoever was in that Discord, they're joking. But it is certain just don't say, feel me? Like, it's certain, feel me? Especially to a kid, nor 15. Once again, I don't think there was no ill intent, but it don't matter if there was ill intent or not. What was said was said. And that's not cool. To me, it's not cool to Norm.
Now, this wasn't Max's real official response, as on that same day, he was doing a stream with Central C, where they were reacting to his album and recording music, meaning he didn't really have time to go through everything and leave his opinion. However, of course, as I just played you, he contacted Noor to make sure he was okay, said that what happened was weird, and warned his younger viewers to stay safe on the internet. With it seeming like even though Max saw what Ak did and was not happy with it, later that night while I was on stream with Central C, Ak would call them, where Max would actually pick up.
Yo, classic!
Wait, hold on. Yo, someone record this.
Max, classic!
Academics gassing me up.
Yo, I got 100,000 and no young nigga able to say. Okay? Is the truth. That's it. I'm off. Yo, keep doing y'all thing and Max. Yo, you nice for the engineer. I ain't gonna lie.
I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Love, bro.
Love.
Alright, bro.
Love.
Anyways, with academics being absolutely cooked and destroyed on social media, he would obviously respond to this situation, completely crashing out.
This academics need to be on a this. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. This turned me so off. Like, I swear to God, and I never swear to God, I never need to be on Kai, Max, Aiden, nobody's stream. I don't need none of nobody who stream. I got my own thing going on. So when I see this shit, I'm like, bro, I'm over here with these niggas, supporting them. Yo, I told Ray today, I said, bro, I almost hit Grant and said, bro, yo, that no more Max clips on my page. I'm supporting these niggas. And he's taking my back end. I get nothing from it. I don't benefit if Max go up. I don't benefit if Aiden. Bro, I support them because I like these guys. I support them because I'm in the streaming community. I want them to go up.
At the end of the day, I think Ak is just joking around, but shit,
everything I love, I'm gonna show you how.
Crazy, man.
If y'all think Ak is some type of real talk, I'm gonna show you how. Yo, Grant, I promise you, no more Max clips. I promise you. Every clip you see from Max from now on, I guarantee you, $3,000 a clip.
Every label pay me that. I'm done with it.
Damn.
Not show no love for them.
That's
Just
a
trying to
rack,
hit my
bitch.
back like I'm a weirdo. Show love. Ask Aiden, bro. He was down to pay me. I told him, bro, I don't want no payment. Bro, I'm not gonna get caught. No.
You mad more at chat and what?
Bro, I don't care. Yo, no, because I showed too much love. I showed too much love.
Yeah, I thought that little blunt shit that happened.
I showed too much love. I showed too much love.
Free that nigga Lil Boom.
I showed too much love to ever be called a weirdo. I showed too much love. So
I wonder what Lil Boom doing now.
I love you, but these labels, they're on you now. They're gonna pay me $3,000 to $5,000 every time you see me on my page. Grant, it's clipped. I promise I'm done with that shit. Let's see how that go. My pocket's gonna get fat. I'm just not gonna get called no weirdo on no type of community. I'm not doing it. Show love. I show love. I show love to Kai, Speed. I show love to all y'all.
See, if y'all would have been fucking with a hood nigga, a little kid, a black nigga,
so it seemed like Mac was very upset at the fact people called his actions weird, even though his actions were weird. Like, bro, you can't deny the truth. What you did was very odd. So just apologize and move on. But no, Ak, he can't take the blame. Instead, he's telling us he doesn't need any of these streamers and will no longer be posting clips from Max's streams, seeming very upset at the fact Max said the situation is weird, which shouldn't make Ak angry, as Max didn't say academics was weird, he just said the situation that happened was weird. And I mean, it is, like, you can't deny that. Anyways, a short time later, after being of course labeled a group and PDF file by the entirety of Twitter, he would get on stream and actually apologize whilst on the phone with Max.
Try to connect with people. It's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, Act sound crazy in this clip. Let me call him. I gotta call him that, yo, if this is what he's on, and you can stand on that. If you call me and I was just like, nah, that's how I talk to little kids. And you could be like, man, this act is weird. Here's the thing though, because yo, right now you're in the process of blowing up, right?
It was just like niggas
when
playing
you
around.
say like one thing, everybody just runs with it. So like, you know what, everybody came to me and they were like, yo, damn, you called in when Max was with Central C, but Max called you a weirdo. He just says you're a weird ass nigga.
Hey, but look, see, one, don't let him do that, because I ain't call you a weird ass nigga. If you look at the clip, I said what you said was weird. Two, if I ain't really with you and I hated you, I wouldn't have picked that phone up, gang.
I agree too. I agree with that.
You feel me? And I still let you do your shit. Now look, once again, you just said a lot of shit, and I understand. Can you just take accountability and apologize to Nor? That's all. I get he was in the court, but please. And then we could call it off and it's good, it's whatever. And I apologize for not calling or texting you when it happened. That's all I want, though, bro.
Yo, I've said this multiple times. Listen, that conversation that people saw in that clip is not supposed to be a normal conversation between anybody who is of age and somebody under. Obviously, I said what the reason was. I was on some big bro, little bro.
Now, people on Twitter didn't accept the apology at all, and most people just said this was a fake apology, just so everyone leaves him alone and stops calling him a weirdo, with Nor himself saying he apologized with a backhand as he tried to blame the 5-star community for being toxic, whilst also saying he's only apologizing because he got caught. Oh, whilst also calling him a PDF file. And then after Max got off the phone with academics during his apology, he would then get on stream explaining that he still respects academics, which is why he accepted his call whilst on stream with Central C, but what he did was still weird, and nothing can excuse that.
And gang, if I see you say some to my or yo, what you sister, why the would I call you about that? I'm gonna be like, yo, what type of weird is this? Mind you, y'all notice I've always said I'm bad, but like, gang, you doing some weird. Yo, I don't care if it's my right hand man's my cousin. You do some. We all humans, bro. Do weird like shit happens. Now levels of weird clearly varies, but
this nigga like a Play-Doh character. Like that Play-Doh off of Nickelodeon.
Which I don't know how it's out of context. I'm like, you know what, you're right, bro. I should give you a call. You be showing love, show me respect. I got you, understand. But what you said to Nor was still on call for. There's no context for what you said to Nor is some regular. Nigga would not sit down and be on some shit like, yo, Nor, would you Plaqboy Max if he gave you the chance? Now look, once again, He's saying that's how he trolls, but you gotta be careful who you're in calls with. Nor is a 50-year-old kid. Why is he exposed to that environment? You never even met him in real life. You feel me? You never, etc.
But then, very weirdly, someone behind the scenes tried to flip the situation on Max. This Academics TV account, who no one knows if it's ran by Academics himself or one of his employees, but they would start posting Max's old videos with captions that were misleading, suggesting that what he was doing was worse than what Academics did, which leads us onto Max's final response, where he would address absolutely everything. The first important thing Max spoke about was how Ac's apology was in fact fake, basically saying he's only apologizing because he's being confronted.
Running around the apology a little, talking about some, yo, if a nigga ever apologize to you and they say, yo, if this felt away, I apologize to them. That's not an apology. But I'm not gonna sit here and argue with a grown man on why he should apologize to a kid for asking them these weird questions, because I have a life and I gotta do.
Then Max would address how one of these Academics pages is posting screenshots and clips from Max's old videos and trying to flip the situation on him being the weirdo.
They come back today because this burner page, whatever it is, someone running the second page, is taking clips from 3-4 years ago, posting them with captions that aren't true, trying to defame me and try to drag me down with Act. Now, does Act run this page? I don't think so. Do Act most likely have control over this page? Yes. These are his mods, whoever's running it. Now look, Act, I saw a clip of you saying my community. I saw a clip of you saying me. You don't need to post me. Don't post me. Don't post me. I got here with my without any of your posts. I will never in my life put business over morals. God has tested me in this way multiple times to start this year. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Never, ever put business over your morals. Once you do that, that's selling your soul, in my opinion. I will never do that. And in fact, if you came on stream and just said, yo, bro, my bad, I shouldn't be saying this to a kid, which is not even something you have to argue. It would blow over. Why are you getting your page, whether you're behind it or not, to go and try and tarnish my name with old clips? Now, what were these clips? There were clips talking about, oh, Max is telling a kid to wash his ass. All type of whatever. There was a clip of, oh, Max put no on an E-Day with an OnlyFans girl. No, the look, bro, it's literally just false captions. He's taking burner pages. It's a plug. On some your age, it's like plug channel. On some 2017 your age. It's a plug. Why are you going that hard to bring me down when I didn't even really do nothing to tarnish your name? You was talking, saying wild to this kid. I called it out and now you're on my ass. Why are you trying to drag me? This is weird.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, there is no reason for Academics to be this upset at Max. Academics clearly
when everybody turn their back on you, and you know the nigga who got the kid in the fight in the first place,
was that the situation was weird, not even directly calling Academics a weirdo, just the entire situation. So for then Act to crash out, give a fake apology, and then try and make Max seem like the weirdo is just sad and pathetic. Clearly showing us Academics never felt like he did anything wrong in the first place, which left many people concerned. If this is what he says on stream, imagine what he's doing off stream. And I mean, with him having a very dodgy past with many legal troubles, well, we can only imagine what's going on behind the camera. In the January of 2025, Max will be in the first week of his 365 days of streaming, where at this point in time he would be staying in an Airbnb he had booked for a stay in New York. Well, on the 6th of January, Max will be doing one of his popular In The Booth streams with the group 41 and D-Lou. They were also supposed to have Trippie Redd, but he didn't make it. Anyways, so D-Lou would end up inviting Basswag to come on stream. And then Basswag would ask Max if 504 can pull up. Now, this is where the first issue arose, as Max told him, sure, but don't pull up deep. Meaning, don't bring a bunch of your friends, as of course, he probably doesn't want to have this place he is living in full of random dudes he doesn't know, especially with some of these goons and crash dummies these rappers be having with them.
And he said, yo, Fabio in the area, he could pull up
I had to put my shit in
good for New York, etc. I'm like, okay, cool. But I told him, yo, please don't pull up deep. I was about to say no to the whole because they were saying they might be with Mad. I'm like, nah. But then I was like, you know what? It's all good. So love. Pull up. Feel me? It was cool. Dap up. Came with some. You You feel me? Some girls on the side. It was all good though. It wasn't too OD.
And at first, it'll be pretty chill. They just sat around, had fun on stream, and even made a song. 5Yo did unfortunately bring a couple of his friends around, but it wasn't a big deal. But then, a short time later, he would get on the phone with Lil TJ, where he would show him on the phone to Max, saying what's up. But little did Max know, he actually invited TJ to pull up. Now, not only did Max not know TJ was coming, but also that he was arriving with even more goons.
There's mad. I was good.
Damn, TJ pulled up.
And this is where it started getting weird. There was about 15 people in the room with Max, with him knowing only probably 4 of those, which was of course probably quite uncomfortable. Imagine you're sat in front of your desk and you have like 12 or 13 people that you don't know at all, huddled up in different groups behind you. But honestly, it didn't really look like Max was too uncomfortable. He had Bass Swag, D-Lou and 41 around him, where they were just vibing to some of the music they were playing. However, things would unfortunately get worse. As you know, those people in the back, yeah, well, they would all begin smoking.
I want to smoke. What's that? Is this right?
I think like he was doing that at first.
Hello. Stop playing song. What is that? Stop playing song. Who's smoking? Who's smoking? Yo, TJ. What's up? Who the Yo, this a B&B. You can't smoke here. It don't go off. Oh, this yeah, I appreciate you though. But yeah. Yo, tell play the song we just made. I got you. We just made a song.
Not a big deal, right? Someone starts smoking who didn't know they weren't allowed to. So you tell them to stop and you carry on with your day. And it's not like Max was being petty. He himself previously smoked in his Airbnb and the fire alarm went off for hours and he couldn't turn it off. So if it went off right there when TJ was smoking, Max would have to end the stream, wasting an entire night.
Because I smoked in the B&B and the fire alarm went off for 3 hours and it wouldn't come off. So if these fire alarms go off, this stream is over, which I explained to them. If this fire alarm goes off, this stream is over. It's over. Regardless of what the reason is to why I say don't smoke in my crib, don't smoke in my crib if I ask you not to smoke in my crib. It's a respect thing.
But of course they didn't listen and carried on smoking, with Max having to tell them to stop smoking once again.
Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. Don't go off. Like, please. I appreciate you. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If niggas smoking here, I'm gonna have to shut this bitch down. Like, the stream done.
That nigga roll up right beside him. That nigga rolling up right beside him.
Out to the backyard. Like there's a backyard.
Where Uncle?
It's in the back. Can you show him?
They all smoking.
Alright. Alright, brother.
I think he outside, Fabi.
I mean, Max even offered them to go outside, but it seems like they didn't want to and just ended up leaving. And quite disrespectfully, as I'll play you on screen, 5Yo even blew smoke in Max's face on his way out. Yikes. So that was pretty much it. They left and it was no big deal, which was until everyone started clipping it and posting it on Twitter, which led to the entire situation going insanely viral. I would say it was around 80% of people being shocked at how stupid and petty they were being, with the other 20% saying, well bro, they are rappers, you can tell them not to smoke. Now look, I don't think I even have to explain why what they did was wrong. I think it's quite obvious. You don't come to someone's house and really start smoking inside without asking. If you've watched any of other Max's streams, you know that literally all the other rappers ask first if they can smoke. And second of all, you don't continue smoking after someone has told you to stop. It's a simple respect thing. Now the next day, Max will respond to the situation on stream, basically breaking down everything that happened, whilst also saying, I have no issues with 5Yo or TJ, and I'm down to work with them, but you just got to respect me.
I'm not trying to work with niggas who don't respect me. I don't give a if you're Fabio Foreign, Lil TJ, or if you're, I don't know, Down. It don't matter. If you don't respect what I do, I don't want to work with you. So, this is what it is. It's never going to get done. You see Bass Swag, 41, Casco Made, every artist I've ever invited on stream, all them have respected me, I respect them, and we have fun and it's good vibes every time. This is the first time something ever happened like this. Like, I don't fuck with that person. You know, it's no bad blood to them. Shout out Lil TJ, shout out Fabio for it. I'm not finna come on here and be like, calling out their name. Why would I do that? It's mad childish. It is what it is, but at the same time, gang, just respect my please.
And this is not the first time Max has stood his ground against a rapper. Back around this time was when Drake would be on stream with Aiden Ross, where he would say to Aiden, "Hey, don't laugh at me, but I was watching Plaqboy Max till like 2 a.m. last night."
And I was like, watching like Plaqboy Max? Yeah. I was watching like a live studio session and shit, and I was like, yo, Aiden would just troll me so hard for watching this. I watched it for like an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Told y'all, bro, he's really tapped in.
One thing I will say, and this is me keeping it tall, I don't like, even though it's like Drake, I don't like how he said that. I don't that shit at all. How he said it, he was like, he laughed like, I was watching Plaqboy Max, like, what are you laughing at? I don't with that shit. I was talking to my cousin about him, like, what are you laughing at? Why would Aiden troll you for watching this? Like, this is a game or something.
You a goofy ass nigga,
He's still
huh?
showing love, he's still supporting, he's still watching, you feel me? I'm just keeping it a buck. Once you stop keeping it a buck, it's like now you like, you feel me? It's like you gotta keep it a buck at all level, because if you stop doing that, then when you do keep it a buck, like, oh, why you not thugging no more? You feel me? So I just gotta be honest.
Obviously suggesting he would for some reason be clowned for watching Max, with Max not really liking the disrespect, and with him not allowing another man to disrespect him, it would actually end up working out for him, as Drake could follow him, and they would sort out their business behind the scenes.
And what happened? I said, yo, I appreciate the love, and the fact that he's even tapping in is an honor, like, you feel me? That means I'm doing something right. But I said I didn't like how he dismissed me as if my shit is a game, because it's not. Now, a bunch of little ass niggas, of course, on Twitter got they hurt because all they do is fuck all day. And it was getting tight at me standing my ground as a man. But regardless, every time I'm going to stand my ground as a man and stand up for what I believe in. And what happened? Drake followed me. Yesterday, because I stood my ground as a man, this is a lesson to all of y'all. I talked to Drake for the first time. So shout out to Drake. You feel me? Obviously I'm not going, that's a private conversation or whatever. Like, we ain't talking, it's just messages. Shout out to Drake.
Anyways, back to TJ and Fivio. Well, they would only continue making things worse for themselves. Firstly, TJ would respond on a stream where he doubled down and refused to admit he was in the wrong.
But if I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro, like, I pulled up for Favi. Playboy, Plaqboy Max, no disrespect. I deadass didn't know you. I never heard of you. I pulled up for Favi, bro. Everywhere I go, I be smoking. I pay the fine. How much this cost, bro? How much this cost, bro? I understand I came through with 20 goons, how you say. Wasn't that many, but I'm TJ, gang. I'm in New York. How you think I'm coming, bro, for me? Yo, stop smoking. Thank you. I'm a hood, nigga. I still damn near feel like you was talking a little crazy, bro. Like, they never do that. Y'all never been somewhere, no smoking, woke off, hit the from the hood, gang. That how sensitive y'all gonna be? It is what it is, bro. Life go on, bro.
With him then getting fellow streamer DDG to join him on stream, where he tried using the excuse of, I'm from the Bronx and I was a felon at 13.
Yo, can you not smoke? Excuse me, thank you, or appreciate it. Like that, immediately. I ain't even put the blunt out, appreciate it. I'm like, you think I've been in jail, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in jail as a minor, bro. I was a felon at 13. I don't know who supposed to think Lil TJ is, bro. You feel me? Excuse me, appreciate it. What type of reaction you really think you gonna get from that, gang? Like, you think you my mother, bro? Like, for real, just slap this. I'm on camera, bro, so I'm...
And then Fivio, he would put out a tweet which read, but anyways, LA is on fire and you're worried, and Airbnb. I'm pretty sure he meant, and you're worried about your Airbnb. Anyways, with this of course being him telling Max to focus on the bigger problems, where he would end up getting absolutely cooked in the replies. He would also make TikToks regarding the situation that happened on stream, where he genuinely managed to somehow say literally nothing.
I guess it's story time, right? That I wasn't even going to really like address this shit for real. But I feel like it wouldn't be fair. Because I can't let Max do this shit. So let's start shit. I can't let Max do this shit. So let's start. I walks in the B&B. You know the fucked up part about it is? Y'all only watch the clips that come out. When we walked in the B&B, when I walked in with TJ, the first thing Max said to TJ was, the first stream I've ever watched was you and Aiden Ross. I swear to God, go rewatch it. I swear to God, it was cool. Everybody was cool with each other. They played the song me and 41 of them just made. We did a dance. We busted a dance to it. I ain't even know it was no weird vibes or nothing. I guess the chat must have said something to Max or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Low key look like Meek Mill.
And that's when he was like, yo, you know, I'm gonna have to end the stream. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, alright, so this is part 2, right? Let me let y'all know before we get to the Bluntz situation how shit was going. And one of the things I seen a lot was I dapped a nigga when I was leaving. First of all, y'all don't even really know the type of tension that was there. So I'm trying to get niggas out. I know my power and I know, you know, what, you know what I'm saying, my strength, right? So I'm trying to disqualify all situations because I fuck with the Max nigga. I would have never came to the stream if I did. So I'm like, trying to think about the fastest way out the door. I'm not thinking about giving nobody a pound. I just gave everybody pounds when I left the first time. I just came back. I just left the first time. So don't take the pound as you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking my mind is somewhere else. Like, let's all leave because niggas is saying don't smoke. The niggas that like to smoke and, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want nobody to feel disrespected. All parties. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we out. You know what I'm saying?
And he would continue dragging and milking the situation, as later he would preview a snippet in which he said the lyrics, I smoked a blunt and went viral for a week, meet a streamer and make him hot as me, suggesting that in the smoking stream situation, 5Yo's clout was the reason it went viral, not because him and TJ were acting like children, and that he somehow made Max hot, as in getting more attention. Which of course is not the truth. And my real name Max, and I already got plaques, I'm the real Plaqboy Max, suggesting that he's the real so-called Plaqboy Max because his name is Max and he has actual gold and platinum records, unlike Max who is just a streamer. And this is where the tide would soon turn on Max, as 5Yo would send him the song so he can record his verse, with Max's verse not being so great, leading to him being cooked online.
I got hella plaques. Bitch, I'm Plaqboy Max. Say they want smoke, ain't here. I'm trying to take their ass to the back.
Anyways, this would lead to 5Yo dropping the song solo, with it ending up being as one of his most popular songs in a very long time. Not only showing us how badly he's fallen off, but also showing us how much he needed this clout boost from Max. And then TJ, well, he would drop merch, which is, yeah, I mean, just yikes, right? Like, these guys really went from dropping hit songs to milking streamer beef. Dior vs. You is an Atlanta-based rapper who has recently started gaining popularity in the underground, with him already grabbing the attention of Ye. Well, one day Max would be in a call with Silky, and also this girl called Yori, where Silky would show this video of her in the studio with Dior vs. You 3 months ago.
We just see how we wanted to know how you was doing.
Don't do that. Stop playing.
Yeah, why would you put me in a call with
you spam bringing her.
Yeah, niggas is far, man.
Bro.
Wait, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
I didn't even know. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know that's you?
Because I knew they was recording. It's not like I'm trying to hide nothing.
I know. Oh, trust me. I know you're not trying to hide nothing. But
yeah, I'm not trying to hide nothing.
No, exactly, but what I'm trying
that's
to say...
old. That's from, like, December, November.
Because he got caught cheating.
Because what I'm saying, his hair is different now. But... Oh, wait, that's from December?
Yep.
This is so funny. Now, for those who may not be familiar with who this girl is, well, Yuri is someone who has been on Max's streams many times and were very close friends, with some fans even suggesting that they dated. Now I guess here Silky was trying to annoy Max by showing her with another dude, which honestly shouldn't really annoy him because it's not like they were together, but I mean, we never know.
So
maybe Max had some strong feelings towards her behind the scenes, so it could have hurt him a little bit. Anyways, this would end up escalating as Dior would see this and respond in his Instagram story. Yo ho, effing a rapper, which is lyrics from Future's part on Charge Them Hoes a Fee. Now of course here, Dior was just trying to antagonize Max, saying he's doing his girl, with him then following up on Twitter saying he egoed me at Lil Net's backstage, with it seeming like Dior was upset at the fact Max didn't acknowledge him at Netspend's birthday party show, which we can actually see from his stream.
Bro, I'm about to get tight, bro. What's up, gang? What's up?
He's like a message, nigga. I'm telling you, he looks just like that Play-Doh ass
I wouldn't say
character.
Max ignored him. It seemed like Max was looking for someone whilst there was loud music blasting and there was hundreds of people around him. And then for Dior versus you to walk up to him and try to speak to him whilst all that is going on, Max probably couldn't hear him or just didn't recognize him. Now with this seemingly being quite petty and really over nothing, well, eventually Dior would share his DMs of Plaqboy Max where they made up, with Max saying he didn't see him at the show and that beforehand he actually hit him up to do a Song Wars, which Dior would end up appearing on a couple of days later. Honestly, I have no idea why Dior got upset over this in the first place, or why he tried to annoy Max with the entire Yuri situation, but I guess it worked out as he got to appear on Song Wars after, which is probably a great move for his career. And that's the Victims of Plaqboy Max Part 2. Let me know what you guys think of all the situations. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, have a great day, and I'll see you guys.
Alright, we're back. So, gang, the thing about streaming is, I feel like a lot of these rappers never really take streaming like super serious as far as, you know what I'm saying, giving it its respect. You know, all the rappers now want to copy us YouTubers and do streaming, but like before that, they didn't really fuck with streamers in the YouTube community because they feel like you know how you got A ranked rappers, you got A ranked celebrities and B ranked and CD and E. So you know what I'm saying? But now they saw that you can make a lot of money on and you be really lit as fuck and be just like a superstar with the streaming universe. People didn't expect that. So now everybody's trying to do it. But what comes with that, you know, comes with jealousy, anger, and hate. But also both of these people, Plaqboy Max and the rappers, be egging at each other to make it to where they both get beefed on. And a lot of this beef be going at Plaqboy Max. And there's a lot of rappers who don't really like Plaqboy Max who got into some beef. But this is the video we seen. The shit was crazy. Like I said, man, when you get this type of position, run and never look back and put your foot down. Hood, Northside, B-Crip, gang, Northside shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.